Hi, my name's Sam Price. Nice to meet you. I'm the Crypto Lifer. I'm on YouTube. I have over 100,000 subscribers, and I've been trading for 20 years. And I've been doing technical analysis now for over 12. And I want to break down for you a bot that I use. This bot is amazing. Ever since I started using it about a year and a half ago, I've been very, very happy with it. Just want to show you the results. I want to kind of take you through its win rate and show you everything so you can see for yourself whether you'd like to trade with the bot. I'll have a link to the bot in the video. So let's take a look. Unified trading, let's go to the P&L analysis. Now, one thing is it has Bitcoin in the account. If Bitcoin went up today, it would show you that the account went up, right? So if you go to assets, it's going to show your 7 days, you're up 9 grand because Bitcoin's up and I hold Bitcoin in the account, right? Today's P&L, $4,000. Bitcoin went up. It also made good trades. The cumulative P&L, 24,000, right? 20%. I will have you know, though, it made a lot of Bitcoin. Let me explain. If we go to the overview of the funding right now, right? What I did is I put in 1 Bitcoin about a year ago, a little over a year ago, and it ran. And now look, it's 1.35 Bitcoin. So it's made me about 35%, right? It's turned 1 Bitcoin into 1.35 over the course of a year, which is amazing. It's made 30% in a year. But when I bought that 1 Bitcoin, Bitcoin was probably a little under 60,000, right? So it's turned 60K into 150,000. So I'm really up over 100% on the year on the account. You know what I'm saying? Because of Bitcoin, how I got into Bitcoin. So it uses Bitcoin as collateral, and then it trades and pays you in Tether. So look, now there's 3,000 in Tether here. So what I do is I buy more Bitcoin with the Tether, adding more to collateral, and then it uses more collateral to make bigger trades. And then I just keep doing that over and over again, and I end up growing the Bitcoin, you see? And this is how I'm going to turn this into maybe 2 Bitcoins over time. So not only is it up 30% on the Bitcoin that I put in, but it's up over 100% on the USD balance. Beautiful. Look at today's P&L, up $4,300, right? Because of the trades that it's made and because of the Bitcoin that it holds. All right. So now let's take a look at the P&L analysis and see how well it trades, because that's what we all want to know. It's doing really well in the P&L ranking, right? It's great. Look, it's a 95% win rate, 53 wins, 3 losses. The 3 losses are losses that I closed out myself. So this thing would be 100% had I never closed the position. Like recently in September, I closed an order to reset how aggressive I wanted the bot. Like it was making $297 a trade. I wanted to make up to $400 to $500 a trade. So I closed this order back here in September 19th. Now it scalped really well here. Look, in at 114, out at 116, in at 117, out at 120, in at 120, out at 122, in at 122, out at 124, in at 123, out at 125, 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, right? Just banging on. I mean, look at that. Just printing you money while you're sitting at home watching the game. Unbelievable, right? Now, I want to show you the trades it actually makes, so I can show you the trades live here too. So check it out. When I just showed you all the gains that it made, that's when it was on fire right here. So remember, around September 19th here, I had to cut off September 15th, I cut off a trade somewhere around here. And you can see that's when I let the bot run again, because you can see it starts again on the 15th. So you can see I'm not lying. I cut that trade off. And that's, look, you can see it was running, and then I reset the bot to start again, and it starts right there. It enters a trade. It gets in here, it gets out there. Then it gets in, has to mitigate, meaning it adds bigger size to the position to cover the loss. It adds more size to the position, and then look, it covered itself, and then here it sold all 3 positions, 1, 2, 3, and made a beautiful trade. Let me square this away so you can really see it, because here it enters along at 117. It sells beautifully at 120. I showed you those trades. Then it entered there at 119, sold again at 123. Then it entered there at about 122, sold again at 126. Then it entered there at about 123, sold again at 125. Now it's in what's called a mitigation trade. We make the most money when the trade goes down. So we get in here, we cover to mitigate. So we start with a 3,000, then a 15,000, then a 22,000, then a 33,000. Look, then it throws in another 50,000. And then on top of that, at the very bottom there, it threw in a 75,000. order. So it can buy the exact bottom. I don't know how it does it so well. It uses divergences. It has a bunch of different strategies, and it seems to know where the bottom is almost every single time. Also, these are giving me signals, and I'm flashing these signals to the group. So even if you're not in the bot, you're going to know some of the best places to get in. And if you're in the group for like a month and you watch the bot, you'll start to trust the bot, because the bot it hasn't lost. It's amazing. Once this trade gets here, I'll be in break even. And once we get to here, I'll be taking profit at 115.8. And this thing has not failed me yet. And it's amazing. I do tweak it. I do have to watch it. I watch price action. I set my liquidation rates. There is some maintenance, very similar to a car. Like, you do a few things every couple of months. You do the oil change, you check everything, and then it should run pretty well. But there is some maintenance every couple of months to go over. But I just had to show you how amazing this thing is. I still can't believe it has a 95% win rate. The 3 losses are the losses that I made it take. So it never would have lost ever. I'm just so fascinated by this thing. I'm fascinated by the money that it makes me. I'm fascinated by how it takes, how it buys and sells. I'm so proud that I linked up with the Minotaur trading team. They're the ones who created this bot. It's unbelievable. I put my name on it. I stamp of approval, and I'm excited to see how many other people could use it to create, passive income. As you can see, it did very well for me, well above any. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but this did better than any financial advisor could have done for me. No one would have been able to take my 50 grand and turn it into $20,000 or even more, $150,000 within less than a year and a half, right? I mean, it's unheard of. So, and look at the P&L, as we showed you again. So proud to show the P&L at 95% win rate. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. So this is real. This is happening. People are actually making money off of bots, and they're working. And it seems like a fantasy, right? When you have to work so hard, you're from the middle class like me, you work hard your whole life. Your mom and dad, or my mom was a school teacher, my dad was an IM worker, both union workers. And to think you could have like some digital system paying you more than you used to make as working with labor on some months, it pays pretty heavily. So again, I do have a substantial amount in the bot, 150,000. So the more you have, the better off it is. I firmly believe at least 10 to 20 grand really gets it started. And the bot is somewhat expensive, but it works and it pays. And at the price of the bot, it's easily paid for itself. So yeah, so I have a link in the description to Minotaur Trading Systems. Hit the link. You can schedule a call, find out more. And I do receive a commission, but I like to tell people about things that work for me. And if they work for you, I love to help you out and set you up. So if you want to know more, hit the link. I think this is amazing. The bot, unbelievable. And here, if you go to this link here at Minotaur Trading Systems, you can schedule a call with the team. They'll take you through all the ins and outs of it and show you, basically how to set it up, all the different parameters, and find out where you want to sit with your risk and help you tweak it too. If you have something that anytime you want to change it or talk to them, just let them know and they'll sit with you and they'll help you in depth. They were really good to me. Amazing team. Shout out to Costa and the whole team at the Minotaur Trading Systems. So that's them right there. Minotaur Trading Systems. Check them out.